Hey, travelers, welcome to my basement. I'm just kidding. We're Lazy Monk Brewing, and thank you to Leosh and Teresa for having us down here.
Prost.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk just about Lazy Monk beer this week. So
I feel like we have to do a little disclosure. I do also work for Lazy Monk.
yeah, I think we've mentioned that before, but we've kind of went like, oh, Troy works at Lazy Monk.
So
yeah.
Full disclosure, I do work here. But I also like other beers besides our own. I just happen to think we make very good beers ourselves.
Well, yeah. And a full disclosure, the rest of us travelers are here a lot.
It is the hub of Taproom travelers.
Yes.
Brewery-wise.
Yes.
If we had one hub that we all... And it's also convenient because it's 3 blocks from my house, and I need the exercise.
It is not 3 blocks from my house, but we have Lyft and Uber in town now, so that works out.
Just got them, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Uber came here because Lyft did, and they're like, well, I guess we'll have to go there now. Like, they didn't want to.
But I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
Well, Eau Claire. Next to Austin, Texas, man.
So,
anyway.
We have beer.
Yeah.
We have like a bunch of new beers out this year, or this spring, and new not only for the brewery, but new just, new not only for the season, but for the brewery as well. Like, we've never made these beers before. These are the first time they've been out. So I thought it'd be fun if we walked our way through them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So we're going to start first with the Citra Hefeweizen. And now, if you don't know what a Hefeweizen is, it is a German wheat beer. Typically, Hefeweizen East strain tends to fall on the ale side of things.
Yep.
It's one of the few ales that come out of Germany and usually has a nice banana-y, clovey flavor.
This is the only way that I will eat or drink bananas.
Oh.
Yes,
yeah.
in a beer.
Just imitated flavor bananas, not actual.
No, not actual bananas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean...
You're like Ron Swanson trying to eat a banana.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but then what we did to it, the kind of just... Because Hefeweizens are a good summer beer, but I feel like they're also a little too heavy sometimes and a little too banana-y. Beer burps, guys. I apologize. So we added a lot of Citra hops to it to kind of give it more of a lemony flavor.
Sure, yeah.
So it should have a nice lemony banana flavor. So,
and as you can see, very cloudy.
Which is what a Hefeweizen should be.
Yes. But for those that aren't big Hefeweizen drinkers.
On the nose, you get more Citra than anything.
Mm-hmm. And you get a little bit of that Citra on the first taste there, but it's not...
It comes off strong and it dissipates quickly, and then it kind of opens up the beer. You can experience a little hint of banana, a little bit of clove, but like I said, they're very subtle.
Citra hops for me aren't... I mean, it's not the extreme pungent...
It's amazing how much fruit flavor that you get out of this beer without any fruit actually being in the beer.
Right. Yeah.
Which, it's a great summertime beer. And we kind of lighten the body a little bit. Or by we, I mean our brewers lighten the body. And I don't brew. And in the lightening of the body, I think they made a very crushable summer beer.
Yeah.
Like a bigger, better Oberon. Sorry, Bells. Didn't mean to call you out.
And it works, well, especially now that we just went ahead and skipped spring and went straight to summer. This is a fantastic beer, and you couldn't have timed it better as far as when to bring that beer out.
No, yeah, for sure. And that's kind of our beer for the summer. We're going to try to keep it going all summer. And if it keeps going, and if you guys like the beer, tell us you like it. Come down, say keep it around, because we'd like to keep a wheat beer on. We're kind of testing the waters, because wheat beers about 10 years ago, and I really got into craft beer about 2008. We're all the rage. Every brewery, every summer made wheat beers, and now no one makes wheat beers.
Yeah.
Hefeweizen in particular, it's really hard to...
I did have a Hefeweizen a couple weekends ago. We had a Instagram meetup over in the cities Andy and I went to, for Taproom Travelers. Shout out to Ale Adventures, Minnesota. Thanks for hosting that.
Oh, yeah.
It was at Udapils.
Fun brewery.
Yeah.
Fun brewery.
Yeah, they had a Hefeweizen, and it was fantastic.
Udapils is doing a nice job. Once again, we always talk about this on the show, and it's almost become the name of the show. We like when breweries focus in on style sometimes. It's nice to have a German place in the cities. I work for a German brewery, so it's not necessarily high in my personal list, but I like when breweries hone in and really focus on a particular region and get it right.
Next meetup is at Steel Toe.
I love Steel Toe. But anyways,
we'll move on. What do we got next?
We got the German IPA, or as I like to call it, the oxymoron lager. It is kind of a not really a lager, not really an ale. It's
not really an IPA.
Not really an IPA, not really a German beer at all. It's just kind of this ambiguous, nice big, lot of Vienna malt, so kind of rich flavor from the Vienna, that nice balanced flavor. And then that the malt kind of contradicting and fighting with the fresh flavors of the mosaic hops.
Oh, okay.
And the Citra hops that we put into this beer.
It's got that real coppery color to it.
It's like it's a beer that will leave you kind of like dumbfounded after you drink it.
And it's pretty hoppy on the nose.
Oh, very fresh fruit flavors on the nose. You get all kinds of like passion fruit and for that darker color to get those kind of like bright fruit flavor or smells, aromas. And
you get quite a bit of hops. But, I mean, you get a lot of malt with it, too. So, like you were saying, it's fighting.
It's almost like an endless war.
Fight in your mouth.
You know, we always talk about balancing beers, but sometimes it's fun to oppose flavors and see how it happens. It works well, you know, and it's German IPA. It's
a German IPA.
It's at war with itself.
Yes.
That should be the ad.
Too soon.
Yeah. It actually has a very warm finish, though. Malty and warm.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
0 hops on the finish.
It's actually going along with that summertime beer, you know, something that you would drink outside. This actually goes pretty well.
Yeah. And then
a beer that you would not drink in the warm weather. I know what you have next.
Yeah. Well, actually, I would say this beer would pair well for a little ice cream social.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, put this on your ice cream. It's the Lazy Monk. Or I believe it's called the Mama Monk Milk Chocolate Stout. The story behind this is Teresa, the owner's wife, decided that that's her favorite beer style, so Leosh made a milk chocolate stout for his wife.
As any good husband would do.
Yeah. And, you know, we did it last year for the first time. I guess this is the second year, so I lied in the opening of this. This is the second year we've done it, but we changed it quite a bit. So
I was going to say, I remember having it last year, and it does not taste the same anymore.
It's sweeter this year.
Yeah,
a little less.
You still get a little bit of that coffee roasty on the nose, a little bit, but
it's considerably sweeter. Right now it's on CO2, but the draft is coming, or the nitrogen is coming. So
okay.
If you prefer nitrogen beers, I'm sure this will be very creamy and delicious on nitrogen.
I know my wife prefers nitro beers. She also prefers the darker type beers. So this is one of her favorites.
Another one.
Yep.
Whereas my wife is the only hops.
Well, she's, you know, they can't all be the same.
No.
That wouldn't be any fun.
Stephanie's the odd one.
That wouldn't be. Well, we have some wives that don't like beer. Period. You know, and then and others that like the darker type beers. My wife started getting into the Berliner Weisses now, so she's all about the Berliner Weiss. But that's a fantastic beer. This
is a great dessert beer. And once again, Lazy Monk, we always go for drinkability here. So despite the fact that it is a milk chocolate stout, it's not that heavy in the body, in my opinion.
Right.
I've had way heavier bodied milk chocolate stouts.
Certainly.
But that's kind of our signature way of doing things. So. And then just because we're also drinking the same beer together.
Yes.
The Lumela. This is named after Leosh's grandma.
Right.
Yep. She was a secret, unassuming lady who secretly bootlegged spirits. So he named a beer after it. It's a very light-colored beer, if you can see, and very bright, see-through. And you can't tell that this has been aged in whiskey barrels. By whiskey barrels, I mean whiskey staves in the tank. But
sure.
Yeah.
You don't really, and I mean the nose, and I guess I've never really smelled it before because
just gently sweet nose.
A little bit of vanilla.
Yeah, if anything, I would say this would be like a vanilla lager. Then you get that very subtle bourbon flavor.
But it's 9%?
Yeah.
So you'll drink one of those, and you'll actually be. I remember the first time that I drank it. I was here the night that it came out, and I went, I'll have one of those. And I thought, man, I'm 9%, huh? And I took my first sip, and I went, there's no way that's 9%. And then I just, I started drinking it like I do normal beers, and then I went to get up, and I went, oh yeah, that was 9%.
This is a good summertime. I want to get drunk beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I want to sit outside in the hot sun, but I really want to get drunk quickly, and I want deliciously nonetheless. It's a good experience, but. Yeah, you can chase away some demons with this one.
I can honestly say I'm old enough that I never want to do that anymore. I'm not gonna tell you that it doesn't happen on occasion, But
we've all been known to.
I'm not one of those people that just seeks it out.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess, well, you're not chasing many demons, apparently.
No, I'm not. And I'm old, so I like to sit at the bar, and rest my old bones. So, when I do notice it when I go to get up, though.
Yeah. I notice it. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Do we have time for that?
No. I will tell you a quick story about this, though. So I was pouring this at a beer fest.
Oh, yeah.
The weekend that it came out. And it was so popular there. And I really didn't tell anybody about it. They just kind of seen it on the placard that we had. And they were like, and I said, well, why don't you give it a try? Okay, they gave it a try. So the first two people literally told everybody else out in the rest of the brewery that we had this. And then everybody from then on just kept coming back and kept coming back.
We want the whiskey.
Kept coming back. And then it was completely gone in about 10 minutes. So we went through 2 bombers of that. And I mean, I was only pouring.
Yeah.
I wasn't giving them too much.
It's when you make a good beer, people.
And he's brewing some more family. We'll call it I don't know what he's calling it.
He calls it the family series. Yep.
Yeah.
There's several more beers, recipes to be a secret until they're released.
Right.
I mean, I know what they are.
Right.
Wayne,
we don't need to discuss it here, but
it's kind of a fun thing. Leosh is really, it's an interesting brewery because Leosh is a phenomenal brewer. He knows how to make a lager. I would say better than almost any other brewery I've been to. The man's lagers are on point. But when I got hired here, it was kind of fun to what can we do? Because craft breweries in particular, have been pushing the boundaries of ales.
Yeah.
For years,
sure.
decades.
Yeah.
But the lager category has had some experimentation in it, but not on a real significant scale, in my opinion.
Now, would you say that's because of the lower temperatures that they have to ferment at? So it takes a little more finessing, or
the ales you turn them around quicker. So craft breweries are more likely to make ales over lagers and have their lagers be their specialties. Sometimes we made a pilsner, whereas our pilsners are a flagship.
Yeah.
So we're a lager craft brewery, which is super rare, but Wisconsin, I think, is a prime place for it. We are a lager
German
state.
roots,
yeah.
German, Czech roots, yeah.
So that combined with, it's kind of fun seeing what we can do with some of these lagers.
Yeah.
You can make a good bourbon barrel or bourbon staved lager, And you can make a Citra Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen is such a fun beer style. It's what can we do to elevate the style?
Right.
There's tradition and honor in doing the old school recipes, but it's also fun not to.
I hope he keeps that one on for Oktoberfest, because if we have weather like we did for last Oktoberfest, holy, yeah,
holy shavoy.
That's not German at all. Well, thank you for walking us through those beers. And I know a lot of the people
this made it easier for me. I didn't have to leave work.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm in these things anyways. We're just narrowing down my places I have to go to.
Sure.
I'm a simple man. Landon.
Well, you just do them all here then.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But
can we do it at my desk?
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't be as interesting. I've seen your desk.
There's a wild bee nest behind me.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Well, I know that a lot of people that watch our episodes and stuff either are interested in coming over to Lazy Monk or they're already people that come down here and enjoy Lazy Monk beers on a regular basis.
If you come here enough, you're going to find us on a relatively frequently basis. I'm in and out all day, most days because of work. Alex, our guy that's running the board right now, he comes down every Tuesday night for board games. Wayne, and you probably come down once
here
a week.
on random. Yeah, I'm usually here at least once a week.
Whenever Andy's in town, he's down here usually. So it's a good meeting place. I actually see my neighbors more than I do on my own front yard.
Maybe that's how you just see your neighbors then.
Yeah, it's the neighborhood.
Come down here.
It truly is the neighborhood. It's actually hilarious how much of a neighborhood brewery this is.
Sure. And it's got a beautiful view of the river. The deck out there is a great place.
Yeah. It's real magical.
Maybe not today because it's humid, but for those that like hot weather, it's a great place to go.
You snowbirds.
Yeah. Anyway, so like we always say, comment, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Father's Day is coming up, and I know I talked about this in the last vlog episode. We have gear. So What father wouldn't like a Taproom Traveler T-shirt or a hat?
Or a voicemail from one of us.
Or voicemail from one of us, which Troy apparently is now volunteering us to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're working on the next bus trip. I know we've had several people ask us about that. We're going to hopefully try some new stuff this time.
Ooh.
I'm not going to reveal what that is yet, but
I have some ideas. Summit has a new tap room.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about going back to St. Paul, so thank you for bringing that up.
We should do post. What breweries do you think we should go to?
Yeah, actually, comment on the bottom.
Yeah. What
Troy would say was up here, but it's actually down there. Yeah. Comment below. Tell us where you'd like to go. We've had a couple people already tell us where they were. They gave us long lists though, so it's easier to work with.
It's we're Eau Claire based. We get to the cities often. Some of us a few more times a year than the rest of us, but it's hard to keep up with what's going on up there.
Yeah,
there's so much.
Yeah, so we're working on that. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the good stuff.
Untapped.
Yeah, you can find Taproom Travelers on Untapped. Yep. There seems like there's something else that I'm forgetting, but I don't really. We'll write it in the description if I can't.
I mean, somebody will.
That's what happens when I'm old. Facebook. I said Facebook. Thank you, Alex. Anyway, that's our vlog episode
from everyone at the Lazy Monk.
Lazy Monk.
Prost. Enjoy your.
Thanks, Troy.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.